Hey, good morning. Today is Monday. I believe it's January something. January 13th. When I look at the fear and greed index, it says extreme fear. We're entering that. I think when people are in fear, this is the time to buy. Oh, that's bad where it's getting rejected, but it's a tiny bit. Yeah, just been buying this dip, as I said previously that I was going to do. If it didn't hold the 538, which it didn't, woke up, broke down from the 538 all the way to 533, tried to reclaim the 537, 538 area, but we got rejected quite quickly, which just told us that big money wants to go lower. And it's like, okay, so we are going lower. Next support, 530, 531, and so far that's where we are now, and we got a sharp short-term bounce off there. Are we going to go to the 525? I don't know. Maybe it's another 1% down from here or whatever it is. And but yeah, I'm managing the position. I've just been adding shares. I will get a few more shares to get to 100 shares and hold this. Hopefully I can hold this until it's up and back to all-time highs, and then I can sell a covered call at all-time highs in the short term and make even more money. Yeah, we'll see. Right now I'm down about 5 or so, 6, I don't know, 5.2. So the buying power is, so need to stop saying margin total 53K. I'm using $21,200 in margin, which is $1,000 free, right where it sees here. 1K interest free at 5.75% annual rate. So if we're using 21.2 thousand, 20,200 plus 5.75%. 5.75%. Okay. Minus 20,200. It's about 1161 a year divided by 365, which is this is per day. How much it cost me per day to hold the $21,000 or $20,200, and then I'm just going to multiply that by 30. $95 a month. Okay, that's not too bad. On the full position here, 52,000 on the position. 2% gain will be $1,040. So a 2% gain, $1,040. If I get that within even 3 months, $300, $1,040. I'm still net, roughly $700. We're still up. And all-time highs is about 4.5%, 4%. So 2,000 plus 4%. That's about $2,000. Okay. So hopefully we get that recovery sooner than later. Typically when I look at the months on VU, you can see in the short term here on the 3-month. So you can see consolidation chop around the 14th, 20th, 30th. And you can see here the beginning of a month, large manipulation. Halfway through the 2 weeks, large manipulation, support buy. End of the month, you can see start of a consolidation, start of the end of the uptrend. So there's different things here. As you can see, 2 weeks, got some strong drops or strong manipulation. End of the 2 months, the 2 weeks, whatever. Okay, so we're in a down direction. So this is not good. But can I make this red light? Oh, we kind of ran a red. It's okay. Okay. 9 to 5 to Richwood stocks. We're going to the 9 to 5 right now. I've been laid off for many days, but I guess he wanted me to fill in today, so I'm going to do it. So January 2nd, the 6th, so we're at the 13th. We're about like we're at the 13th. I think we're like right there before another large move. So, you can see this move was 4 to 1. So that was a 3% move to the downside. I mean, 531, even 2.5, but 531 where we are now, minus 3%. It is possible, but that'll take us to the 515 area pretty quick. But that should be an insane support. But 515 right there or so. September 17th, 2024. So when we're at that level, and that's basically the top of all of these, the resistance point. But it's like we seem to be holding the resistance right here above 530, 527, roughly 530. And then you can see the lowest point here, 530, is where it kind of breaks. And then right here, 531 is support, but the real one is the break before all the manipulation and the true dip buy, 525, but they probably sold out of that fully. A lot of them bought back in here, 538 here, and then you can tell they're trimming it and selling it off here. And I think the buy is same thing right around where we are now, and that's why I've been adding more to the position, even though I'm in heavy margin. Cars don't drive faster, man. Sorry, sometimes I like to honk my horn to make people move in the morning. People are half asleep, zombies. Something doesn't look right. The buys. Beautiful. 529.72. Under 530 to buy right there. And that was just morning, just here as I'm driving to work. 532. And then this was on the 10th actually. I saw these same prices we're seeing now on the 12th and the 10th, and somehow I was able to buy at like 2 a.m. during the, what was it, 7:30 p.m. on that one, 9:23 a.m., 7:28 a.m., 9 a.m. Oh, 9 a.m. Yeah, 8 a.m. You can just see some different market orders here, my different buys. But I've just been scooping this up, even though I'm in heavy margin, I'm just like, it just seems too good to be true. Not too good to be true, but that 5 to 10% from all-time highs on SPY, VU, 531.32, 531 price right here on VOO, the same thing as SPY, plus 7%, let's say 5%, 5.5. But we're about all-time highs from here, where you can see right here the 29. When it hit 529 or so, that's where you kind of got your 6% from. 5, 6%, 4, 5, 6. It's just around that kind of number, and around the 5 range, or it's going to be around the 10 range. And it could be the time where it's around the 5 range from all-time highs. And right now we are about 4 to 5%, maybe like 4.5% from all-time highs, 5%. And we just gotta, like last week, see what's gonna go on. What's it gonna be at 4%? No, it didn't hold a 3 to 4% bounce. Now it's at the 5, maybe like a 1% more, but it's truly just dollar cost averaging. And as you can see, I sized in very quickly, which was not the, I would definitely not recommend to do that, to do what I did, because if, something happens tomorrow, some crazy war or some insane news or something, the markets decide to drop insane, like a true crash, not just like these pullbacks, like, the year to date, like short pull. I mean, they're all pullbacks, but like I'm talking about a crash, like the 2024 here, or a real one here, like 2021, 2023, 2020. But if we're not getting a crash like that, it's, what's going to happen? It's just going to be, support resistance, 531. It's going to bounce around here, or it's going to bounce at like 525 or 520, whatever, 530, and then it's just going to keep going. And then you're going to say, oh, dude, I timed it perfectly, dude. I knew it was going to do that. I could have just gone all in. I knew it was going to bounce off of this resistance and this support and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, okay, so put your money where your mouth is. How about you risk losing multiple thousands, if not your whole net worth or whatever it is? Oh, you don't want to do that? you know, scared money don't make money. True. But, you know, there's a reason why I'm not putting all this on Apple. Even I think Apple, one of the best stock in the world, because, you know, Warren Buffett, that was the majority. He sold a decent amount to do some stuff with it and buy other stuff, some dips. And why? Why is, you know, Warren Buffett not really going crazy on the market? I'm sure he's secretly buying, but he's not going crazy on the market because he understands things are high valuations. Things are kind of overbought right now. Things aren't really cheap. They're getting cheap for sure. I mean, they're getting there, but relative to like the 5-year, cheap is more so like, you know, closer to 500. Well, that would be extreme cheap, but, you know, closer to 500. 500 to... Yeah, about a 10-12% drop would get you to that from all-time highs to about 500. And right now we're at the 530 plus 5%. Yeah, we're about 5-6% from all-time highs right now. 559, 560. I think I'm going too far here. I gotta check my GPS if I'm getting to work on time. Pretty sure this is the right direction. Yeah. There's no way I missed the turn. But it's okay. Maybe I'm late for work. Maybe I'm not. But that's about it, guys. I'm just buying the dip. I just showed you what exactly that I bought. And no secrets. Showing you exactly what I bought. Showed you if I sold anything. I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I just told you what my plan was. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'm going the right way. And that's basically it. If you have any more questions, check out the previous videos. If you're bored and need entertainment, don't watch bullshit. Watch some education so you can be more educated. And, you know, when you're educating yourself on finance, what's this guy doing in front of me? You're gaining knowledge with money. You're gaining knowledge in money. Even if you're not, you know, picking everything up right now, you will. And it just takes time to absorb it. You just got to, it's like, I don't know if you guys learned, and whatever you taught yourself, whatever you learned in your life, until you familiarize yourself with it like crazy, that's when, you know, it's just a walk in the park. You're not really attached to it too much. It's kind of just like a game, you know. But it's like a game where you need to be a little bit more cautious. There's a bike copper over there. Pulled some guy over. Let's not be that guy that got pulled over. You know, you never want to speed, but if you do, in spurts, oh my goodness, that guy's getting a nice ticket. If you do, always, you know, if you don't have the level of awareness to be able to glance in multiple, you know, in your side mirrors and your back mirror, or, you know, just be aware of your surroundings, I don't know if anyone can help you. And the stock market, you'll learn many life lessons and realizations. I'm studying, I need some water. From the stock market. You can relate it to many things in real life. So what's happening here? Okay, there's 7:50 a.m. You know, they kind of got me here. I bought this, and it's just showing more weakness. But this is probably a buy right here at the 5:30 because you can see the lower low here. We're making a higher high on the lows. Higher high, obvious higher high, obvious higher high. And then on the resistance is just going higher and higher. And we should close out a decent amount above 530 by today, or I think this week we should be back to 540, 543 maybe. But but we shall see. And if you look at the percentage here, 540 seems like $10, seems like a lot, but 530 plus 2% is 540, and we're down on SPY, or the stock market, the top 500 companies, basically U.S. economy. Basically, we're down from all-time highs about 5%, and I think it's only upside from here. But yeah, if we're not having this is what I go through in my head. If we're not going through a financial monstrous collapse in the market and the economy, we're just going to get bought up. It's just going to get bought up. Do we know exactly when? No. But you can see roughly. No, it didn't hold 540. Yeah, it says, okay, I thought 540 was a decent buy, 538. And then where are we now? 530. Seemed like a lot lower. It does, the fear, it seems like it's dropping. The markets are dropping. But it's just 2% lower than 540. Just 2% lower. And the downside is another couple percent maybe. And that's why I'm in SPY. I'm only down 1% right now. Yeah, it's $500 or whatever it is, but it's just 1%. And let's see other stuff. So other stuff like Tesla. When we were at 420, it seemed like a decent buy. It's down 6% from then. Let's see where if the market got me, or if I got the market this time on the individual stocks. So on Tesla, I guess I got some okay buys. It's 391 right now. The low of the day, like the real dip buy, was about 382. That would have been nice, 380 on Tesla. A little bit under 400. But I got some 388, half a share. Then I got another half share of 393, 377. I don't remember buying that one. That's an amazing buy. Okay. Yeah, and then the rest I was just buying around 400s. And I sold some at 356 and 428. Nothing's perfect, but I bought my main positions around 420, 425, 415 a share, and I bought some back and I raised the average, so I would be up closer to 100% if I didn't do that. But NVIDIA, still looking good. Apple looks fine. Meta looks fine. Palantir, it's a volatile stock, 4% in a day. It's down 11% this month, or from the highs, it's down like 22%. Ooh, I'm a nice 10 minutes late for work. Hopefully they're not losing it. But they're underpaying me, so it's okay either way. Well, it's not okay, but it kind of is, because it's like what you're gonna do. Small. What I learned what I've learned in life as a security guard, or not a security guard, but working in security, is people are going to come to you. People are thinking so much about themselves, so selfish, and they'll just come up to you and be like, "Sir, can this and that? Can you do this? Can you do that?" It's like expecting. It's like, I work for you. No. I'm just supposed to watch the front. I'm doing security. I'm not a customer service guy. I'm not supposed to be helping you move your boxes, do this, help you, take this out of your car, walk this, do that. I'm supposed to protect people, protect them, the property. And so what you got to do? It's kind of like the stock market. Things are going to be jumping at you. Manipulation's going to happen. Things are going to be forced, onto your reality. But what do? It's like the stock market. You just got to, flow with the wave and of the ups and downs, and average out, to the lower middle, and you'll end up on top if you just kind of play the chess game. Or in this sense, it's almost like checkers. I think it's easier than chess in the sense of, we don't have to do too much crazy stuff, but it's kind of like chess. I don't know how to play chess. I don't play chess, as a note right there. I probably should learn. It could be good, but yeah, that's pretty much it. Take care, boys. Buy the dip. This is not financial advice, but buy the dip, because I would. And we'll see where we are and where the market is and everything is in about a week or two. And have I just lost a couple $1,000s in the future? Am I down a bunch of money? Let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Did I make a bunch of money? I don't know. Let's see. But we shall see. It's only a matter of time. Goodbye.